Carol, you have created 6 extraordinary pieces of women that live in this community.
The women that I chose for these portraits, I should start with them, who very kindly gave me their images, were women that I chose from the community that I just felt were strong, capable, very grounded in who they were, and the absolute opposite of the idea that they might be invisible. And that was the foundational idea for these pieces. The idea that women do not become invisible as they age. They become even stronger in who they are. So I said, these women are icons in our community, and my idea was to paint them in a style that imitated a Renaissance art, in frameworks like the grottos that you'd see Madonnas and saints painted, and done in a style that layered paint on paint on paint on paint, and to bring out the glow that comes from them. Yet at the same time to push back their bodies so that the idea of invisibility was there, but not the truth of invisibility.
Carol, can you talk about your Women in Red series and what you were looking to investigate in the creation and how you approached your thematic?
Well, what I wanted to talk about at this time was about how women at age 60 were approaching this new point in their life, knowing that they had now a time to reinvent and rediscover themselves. What I did was I chose 20 different artists from Sycamoose and Salmon Arm and Kamloops and asked them if they would participate in this project, exploring the ideas about getting older. They sent me their picture of themselves, which I painted in each quadrant as a different artist, representing the common woman, the idea that we all have a collective idea about how we are when we get older. And painting them on gold leaf with a red sanguine background, like in the style of doing an icon, a Madonna or a saint, in that style. And then I added text to the work that was the answer to some questions that I asked them about how they felt about aging. To me, that this was a way that I could explore my own aging as well as explore the collective.
A portrait on purses. No One's Going Quietly is the name of it.
Yeah, the work No One's Going Quietly uses purses as a vehicle to start a conversation about aging and what women are thinking about it. I took quotes from women that I painted, some from friends, from philosophers, sociologists, and other commentators about women's attitudes about aging. And I screen printed them on these purses. So each purse contains multiple visions of what women feel about aging. I have to admit, one of my very favorite ones is this one right here. And as we were talking about invisibility, one of the women that I painted said, if I were really invisible, I'd dance naked everywhere. I thought that was perfect.